Hello, cryptids.
Hi.
Hi. So,
You.
we're back.
With something very important.
Yeah. We missed yesterday because I was asleep. Because I was exhausted and just done. I was done with everything. All of it. All done. But I am back, so it's fine. It's fine. And we're about to do a dating sim adventure about fried chicken.
Fried chicken. Just want the fried chicken, please.
I don't remember if this is controller supported or not.
I don't know.
I'm about to find out.
About to find out.
No.
No.
I didn't think so, but I wanted to check just because, you know.
Just in case.
Yeah. I guess I don't need this then. I can just
Pat it down.
I could just put that down. I don't need that right now. It's fine.
It's fine.
Alright. Settings. I want to prioritize. Let me do both.
Both,
Fuck's
please.
sake.
Please.
Alright. So this is technically an indie game, but it's actually fucking put out by KFC. Like they actually paid for this shit to get made. This is an official piece of KFC lore, merchandise.
Lore.
Something. This is official KFC business. This is not an advertisement.
We just really want the spicy chicken sandwich.
What are we gonna name this guy?
All I have in my head is sandwich, and it's not helpful.
I mean, I was just gonna name him Ned in all caps.
Ned. We are sandwich.
That is our name.
We are sandwich.
We are sandwich. I am usually the narrator. Would you be the narrator this time?
Okay. I can be the narrator this time, I suppose.
Mostly because the more I speak in my normal voice, the more I'm gonna lose my... I just want a fried chicken sandwich. And I won't be able to go back to it.
Okay. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in this moment forever. What? Or you could wake up now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Smack that clock up and up. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School Academy. How do you say that? Academy for learning.
Academy?
Academy of learning.
Also, look, this is the fucking fried chicken box pattern on that jewelry box.
Your mind begins to wander.
How convenient it says that. Right
right as our minds begin to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by and you find your imagination getting away from you. What did you pick?
You need to daydream.
Oh. It's here! Finally! Your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare. So many students to meet. Your mind is swimming with possibilities when you realise you're running late. You grab a biscuit and bust out the door in a hurry. Is it an actual biscuit? Or no, it's fucking not.
It's a KFC biscuit.
It's
Everything in this game is gonna be KFC.
It's not a real biscuit. Delicious. Just what you needed to wake up those taste buds. Yikes. You're in such a... My voice went there. Yikes! You're in such a hurry, in fact, that you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out the door. You're sweating buckets as you rush to arrive on time. Uh-oh.
SpaghettiOs.
Uh-oh, stinky. Boo! Boo! Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. That is gonna fuck me up every time. I do not know the word academy.
This is meant to make fun of games like this, so everything's titled ridiculously on purpose, and it's meant to fuck you over.
Yeah. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, Samich. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives?
Actually, I'm,
Because I sure am. Excited. A little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous.
What the fuck?
It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail?
Well, were you gay enough, Miriam? Maybe if you were gayer, you would taste it in the food.
Classic Miriam. Raised by MasterChef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard.
Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you are the most loving, caring person I know. You're gonna do great. You could just be a little gayer.
But with University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I am afraid of being left behind and never catching up.
3-day only semesters, that's what you need.
That's what I need, yeah. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief?
I got picked the last one, so this is your turn. We'll just go back and forth picking options.
School gossip. It's hard to see Miriam like this, and frankly quite exhausting. Rather than dwell on her anxiety, you try to change the subject to something more interesting. All summer you've been hearing rumours about a dreamy, enigmatic mystery student who's enrolled at this school.
Is it gonna be Colonel
Is it Colonel Sandals?
I didn't play this, like, between... okay, let me start over, because I'm not making sense.
No.
The last time I played this was literally right when it came out, so I remember fuck all except for fucking the fucking dog. That's all I remember.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a little worrisome, but you'll be fine. Now, what about this mystery student we read about on the school message board? Any new deets?
Oh, get this. I heard his name is Harland, and he's no ordinary student. They say he has powers. He's had them ever since he was born. From an egg.
An egg? Like a chicken? Are you fucking high, Miriam? But that thing about having powers, it would line up with some of the other rumors I've heard. Like, I heard he once fought a bear with just his smile.
You both sigh, thinking about a student so handsome that the laws of physics don't dare apply to him. Dreamy.
Dreamy.
Hello! Oh, it's Gia! Hi!
Oh, hello!
This is someone I've interacted with on Twitter. Hello!
You know what? Chat, move over here.
Yeah, bring the chat over so I can see.
Yeah, I'm bringing the chat closer. We don't need to be able to see how long we've been live and everything there. Chat closer.
No.
We're doing great. How are you? We're just sitting here trying to figure out if we're gonna meet Colonel Sanders and make him the third in this relationship. Boo! Is that at least an interesting research paper?
Yeah, was it a paper on anything exciting?
Is this my research paper on Alan Turing level interesting, or my fucking SpaceX paper that I was forced into doing level of not interesting? When I was in high school, I was forced to write a paper that was basically it was basically a love letter to fucking Elon Musk, and I wanted to barf. It was so bad.
Oof.
The teacher was like, if it is not showing him in a favorable light, you will fail. And I was like, oh.
Oh, so it was like me having to write that fucking paper on Oasis.
Yeah, exactly.
I see.
My Elon Musk presentation and paper combo was your Oasis essay. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Well,
you can do it. I believe in you. You can get it done by midnight.
Yeah, you can do it. Just chug some Monster, maybe some coffee. You know, just get some hyperactive energy in there. It'll definitely help. That's how all my papers. I just got hopped up on coffee and went.
It's fine. Yeah. Me downing an entire 4-pack of Monster just to batter out this essay I didn't want to write.
Besides, I mean, I'm not sure what time zone you're in, but here it's 6:30, so it looks like you've still got some
Plenty of
time. Hey, listen, it's always not midnight somewhere.
Yeah. Did they specify which time zone midnight it had to be?
Alright, before you put another word.
Before you get... Before you can get another word out, you are rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground.
Okay, well then, yeah, 5.5 hours is definitely doable for a research paper.
We believe in you.
How long is it meant to be? I'm just nosy as fuck, so don't mind my questions.
Like, oh, someone's talking to me.
Like, if I'm actually distracting you from your paper, I will stop, but...
2,000 words.
2,000 words, so what, like... 4.5 pages?
Ba ba ba.
Roughly? At least the way I write, I think... If you're typing it, I think it comes up to about 4 or 5 pages.
Depends, I don't know.
It depends on if you're using MLA spacing or not, but I mean, that's doable in 6 hours, definitely.
Yeah. It's like, what, 300 words an hour?
Roughly.
200, 300?
Yeah. And that's doable. Especially if it's a research paper, you can just pad it with some quotes from your reputable sources.
I have read your message, and I don't know what either of those words mean, so I am very impressed and very confused.
I think that means like... fucking... something that has to do with stone, maybe?
Shallow and deep waters. Ah, I see, I see.
Yes.
I see. Ah.
I see. I was not Googling it to try and figure out what it meant.
No, of course not. I have read this line. Hey!
I fucking always fucking lose my shit when I see her name. Fucking hate it.
Ishla, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it.
Hello.
Yeah.
If your name is actually spelled like this, anyone who's watching, I am so sorry, and I can smack your parents for you if you want.
What were your parents on?
Unless you pick the name yourself, and then what were you on?
What were you?
Because, I mean, I know a fair amount of my viewers have chosen their own names, so...
Yes,
please don't choose this. No one will ever spell it right.
No.
It will
People
be a
don't spell
nightmare.
Ashley right anyway. Never mind trying to spell it like that.
Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shit.
You leave sandwiches shit alone. They're perfectly normal shits.
I read it as chicken shit because that's what I actually read, and then I was like, wait a minute.
No, it says shins, but I was just joining in with you anyway.
Yeah, it's fine. It's shit now.
You can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make her still feel better than everyone. If anyone here knows what perfect shits look like, it's us.
I'm losing my shit. We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us.
Across the quad, you see Ashley, the best friend, Van the man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes. Van.
You need to give him like a buff and flamboyant voice.
Think I can do that? You think my voice will go that deep? You rang. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious.
Okay, tell me that Van wasn't fucking JoJo inspired.
Yeah, definitely was.
You can't tell me it wasn't.
The pose, the build, the style, yeah.
The fucking hair.
Yeah.
But look at that hair.
Look at that hair.
That being said, I would have a goal with Van Van. Like, I think the JoJo style characters are ugly, but I like the way that he's drawn. The fact that it's not the exact art style, it's like that, but it's made better.
Smooth.
It's smoothified.
It's smooth.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's none of that recent age Courtney Cox bullshit. I just found out yesterday when we were watching Scream 6 that they did not, in fact, change fucking Gail Weathers' actress between the first and second movies.
No, yeah.
I was under the impression that the first one was Courtney Cox and that they changed the actress out between the first and second movies because they didn't want to pay her enough or something. And I was like, wait, no, that can't be Courtney
He
Cox.
turned around and looked at me halfway through the film and was like, I recognise that actress. Who is she? And I went, that's Courtney Cox. And I was like, no, it's not. That's not her face. And I was like, well, it is her face, but she's done quite a bit to it.
She just... I'm facially blind, and stuff like that throws me way more off than the normal person. Like, a normal person would get over it. I'm sitting here like, but
that's not her. I am being gaslit.
I am being gaslit. This is the whole Token versus Tolkien South Park thing all over again.
Yeah.
Though their dedication to that gaslighting was...
Perfect.
Alright, you read this whole line.
I
Yeah?
did read that line,
Cool,
yes.
cool. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, said it right,
You did,
all at
well
once,
done.
would ever allow for people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now.
Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge.
You know, you're voicing him, and all I can fucking think of is, like, him and, what's his name in, Monster Prom? Liam. Him and Liam.
Liam?
Estranged siblings.
Liam?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I really voice Liam that energetically?
No, but it's like I said, it's like estranged siblings, like they are similar.
Okay.
But no.
Yeah.
But like, think about it. He's clearly obsessed with the way he looks and his popularity and the way he's perceived.
Yeah.
Liam is also obsessed with all that shit.
Yeah.
They are clearly brothers from different mothers.
Clearly.
Let's go, Miriam.
See you later, losers. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. He's a windy licker.
Oopsie. I think it's broken.
You reach forward and easily pull the door open.
That should do the trick. I love you. I think you mean thank you. My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop, 'cause he's old.
Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down.
Hi, Pop. I'm Sandwich. So, are you gonna make me hold this door all day? No.
And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you.
What young man? This is clearly a 4-year-old.
Is it just me, or is he kinda cute?
No, Miriam. No.
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 Chub.
No. Cheb. I think it's just you, and frankly, I think it's creepy.
You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting.
That fucking face. This is the only thing about this game I remembered. Was fucking Professor Dog.
A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at a podium at the front of the class. Adorable. No, quiet down, everyone.
Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class?
You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect.
He demands respect.
Respect him. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the Woo! This is the best school ever.
Hey, Raid, you're at the best part. We've just met Professor Dog.
Yeah. I didn't finish reading that. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom.
What's this do? Oh, that's the menu. Okay.
Oh. You can now skip to the next line.
I'm chilly. Someone close the window.
And then he walks in.
Oh god, I've already forgotten the voice.
Oh no. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time
Professor
stands
Dog.
still. Professor Dog! It's him! It's... If it isn't my favourite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles, sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence.
Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders.
A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you. And you're not entirely wrong.
And this over here must be Sweaty McSweats a lot.
Ah, very creative. Maybe we should open that window back up before Faucet Pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely.
See, that's clever. You're
Faucet
fucking
Pits
dumb.
is funny.
Please never call me Faucet Pits. I will cry.
No, I
it's
won't.
funny, but I will cry.
I won't.
Why is Colonel Sanders hot? Because, well, you see,
Why is
this
he
is
hot?
KFC propaganda. This is an indie game that was paid for by KFC. If you go under the publisher for the game, it is actually KFC. Like when the game starts, if you go back and watch the VOD later, it literally boots up and goes, KFC presents.
Yeah.
You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is it with your really weird insults?
You turn to find Colonel Sanders standing right in front of you. Yes, a KFC
Yes, a
dating game.
And it's official.
It's an official game. Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel that he is, stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched.
One second. I need to prove a point here.
Prove a point.
Yeah. Come on. Capture the window.
Capture the window.
You can do it. What do you mean, no?
It means no.
I am trying to prove things, but for fuck's sake.
Yes, it's official.
I'm proving it right now.
Right this second.
Right this fucking second. Window capture. Right here. Publisher. KFC. And if I click on KFC, it's the only thing they've ever made.
It's the only game they've ever made was a Colonel Sanders dating sim.
Yeah, and it's put out by PsyOp. Yeah, no, this is official. That's why we're doing it. It's so funny. But yeah, it was made by a proper indie developer. Like, this is somebody who was not well known at all. If you go through their games, they don't have very many, and I've got all of them because they are all free.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is VR, which is cool. You know, they've got like their 388 followers.
Young.
But it is actually put out by KFC, and it is actually a dating sim. Like, here are all the tags. World War One. World War One. Family friendly hentai. What is this?
What?
But yeah, it's a dating sim. The rest of this is bullshit.
Oh, what happened?
What are you doing, Windows? Are you okay?
I think Windows is having issues.
Windows is like calibrating your setup. Boom.
Yeah, apparently the Colonel Sanders dating sim is a World War One hentai. Just in
But
case
it's
you weren't
also
sure.
it's also family friendly.
But it's family friendly.
It's family friendly hentai.
They push the limits, but not too far.
Alright, here we go.
I said those lines.
Oh, you did. Boy, howdy, this classroom gets hotter than a Kentucky Friar. Please, use my handkerchief.
You freeze up. Colonel Sandals is talking to you.
Okay, so, story time. The first time I played this, I was sitting on the couch in the living room, and my mom, Claire, she came in and just looked at the screen, looked at me, and looked at the screen, and looked at me, and she said, Dead name, what the fuck? What the fuck are you playing? The fuck is this?
The fuck is this?
And demanded an explanation. And then I started explaining it. She said, you know what? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Honestly, I knew you were fucked up, but I didn't realize you wanted to fuck fast food mascots.
I'm glad we're keeping you entertained during your stressful time of writing your paper.
Yeah. We're usually this random, but usually the game moves slightly faster. And he is so hot, like...
Yeah.
Would
Look at him.
Smash.
Mwah.
Would smash.
Smash. Right, next.
I bet he takes it right up the Kentucky Fried ass.
I don't know why they made him so hot, but I am happy about it. I am not going to complain.
Also, I'm not sure if he actually has a first name. Is Harland actually Colonel Sanders' his first name?
I am going. Hold on. We're gonna find this out together.
Okay. I'll be narrator for now then. Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you about how sweaty you look? You're completely fucking mortified!
His name is Harland. His name's Harland David Sandals.
Well, his sexy meter just went down a lot. Fucking name is Harland.
It's interesting.
It is interesting.
It's unique. It's not Ashley with an E and...
You need
eight silent L's or something.
Right, Raid, wait for us to get back to Ashley, because holy fuck, that name is
Ashley. Yeah.
Right, here you go.
This can't be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? How will you respond? Take. Giza. You stretch out your hand and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief in it.
Look at him.
He's just posing. He's like, look, you take this and wipe off your sweat while I look handsome.
Yes. Look at how fucking buff he is.
He is built.
He is built.
He's built. It's so beautiful. You hesitate to press it to your face, but when you do, the feeling is transcendent. It has his natural scent on it. It smells of the most delicious chicken you've ever smelled.
So what does he just sweat chicken?
He just sweats chicken grease. Okay.
That would be awful.
That would be horrendous. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. He's Genie Weenie Spatula. This fucking name. Welcome to University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might even be really adorable tiny food. It's hilarious, yeah. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Okay, see you later, Raid.
See you later. Yeah, definitely watch the VOD and see how fucking Ashley is spelled.
See how Ashley's
spelled. And see the fucking KFC logo at the very beginning of the game.
Yeah.
If it helps, it's at like 5 seconds into the VOD itself.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you. We will take all that good luck. We need it.
Yes, thank you. We need the spicy chicken sandwich.
We need his spicy chicken sandwich.
Don't you recognize me? This is my third year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his own tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. I love him. The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose in the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. But which kind?
Answer.
Chicken snack. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favourite! Well, I think there might be some competition for new star student.
Ooh, I hope it's me.
Is it me?
I hope it's me.
The furry professor. Oh,
Sprinkles is into some shit.
The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. Oh, God. You see the other students eyeing you jealously.
Texture.
Yeah, it's... where was it? You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, then they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavours on them at all times.
For real.
Yeah.
You know, as a younger person, I used to do that when I was a fucking teenager. I'd carry random dog treats and cat treats in my pockets. I used to do a little bit of babysitting here and there, and I would usually walk to the school to pick the people up because I didn't drive. And I would just carry random animal treats because, unfortunately, my neighborhood was quite the dumping spot when people would, like, say somebody gets a new puppy for Valentine's Day and they throw out their old dog. We had lots of strays. So I would just carry around random treats to appease everyone.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
I am doing nothing. Okay, look. If you want to be friends with me, carry dog treats around with you at all times.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I carry dog treats in my front pocket.
Mm-hmm. I try to sneak them. Does not always work. But this is how you make friends with me. Carry dog treats at all times.
Carry drugs.
Carry drugs at all times. I will be your best friend. No, dog treats, not drugs, dog treats.
I love how you started saying
I started saying drugs and I was like, no, that's not the right word. Maybe don't carry drugs with you at all times. That seems like it'd get you in a bit of trouble.
No.
Anyway. I have sat my ass back down. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favourite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only two options remain. Hey, Sandwich, there's still a seat here.
It seems that no one has claimed the seat next to me, if you're interested.
Two good options, but which will you choose?
Fuck you, Miriam.
Fuck you, Miriam.
You were calling random children cute, and that's kind of creepy.
You move to take your seat by Colonel Sandals. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn.
Thanks for offering me this seat. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can and do it the best that you can. It's the only way you'll ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. That's so inspiring.
So inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay.
It looks like he's gonna cry every time he looks at his arm.
It's not chicken shaped enough. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz.
Yay, a quiz about me.
This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knife sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question 1. If train A is travelling to point B and train B is travelling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. Looking at you, Pop.
Extremely looking at you, Pop.
That's right. Forest is to tree as chicken is to...
A slam dunk.
Night vision goggles. Feather. Yeah. That's right. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created?
A spork.
That's right.
By the way, I know that KFC is slightly different in Scotland, so I don't know if this is the case over there. But over here at KFC, they do not give you forks or spoons. They only give sporks. Or, at least, at the time this game was made, that was true. I have not been into the inside of a KFC in quite a while. But when I was there last, it was about 2019 or so, which is actually about when this was released.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't have forks and spoons. It was just spork.
It's just sporks in Scotland as well.
Okay.
At least in the one place I've been.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that that was a universal thing, since I know that KFC in Scotland is quite different, just like Domino's in Scotland, and both are better than the American equivalents. Everywhere in Scotland has fucking potato wedges.
Mm-hmm.
You can get potato wedges with your fucking pizza in Scotland.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Also, we're getting ripped off here because the prices are so much better.
The prices are a hell of a lot better in Scotland.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, since being here, it's like, holy fuck, how do any of you have any fucking money? What food is best for a broken heart? Camel meat!
I'll let you pick this one.
Anything, as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. That's right! And Sprinkle's a good boy.
He is a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He is the best boy!
That's right! Your total score is...
A perfect score, 5 out of 5.
Wow. Be honest, did you cheat? You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He is impressed.
I know we just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain.
The fuck? Hot diggity sandwich? Sandwich?
Sandwich, not sandwich.
Sandwich! You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance.
But yes, my name is Sandwich. Sandwich was my father.
Sandwich was your father's name. You can call me Sandwich. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make.
You know, I've only got one complaint about this so far, and it's I think the opacity of this fucking panel back here is a little bit too light. Because the text in front of this pillar is hard to read.
Yeah, I am trying so hard.
Everything else is amazing, but like, that's my one complaint.
Yeah. Time for lunch! Wow! It's my place! The cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. I am struggling. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. Established 2015. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention?
No! Is it about lunch?
No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was...
Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement.
Hey, I was...
It's about lunch.
Everyone cheers. But I... Shh!
Lunch, lunch, lunch! She said, shh! In honor of the new semester, I've prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch.
That must be the smell I smelled! Really?
You think? Indeed, that smell.
You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented. I am illiterate. But were the rumours true?
But wouldn't you know what he's cooked based on the smell that Miriam clearly smelled? Fuck's sake. Is this?
Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light.
Oh, that looks good.
Crispy chicken.
This is not an advertisement.
Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you and you begin to feel warm and safe. Don't mind me, I'm just, wandering eight dimensions over.
Oh, someone's laptop about to die. Is someone's laptop about to die?
Plug it in, alright?
Your battery is running low.
No shit, laptop! Thank you! I appreciate the warning.
Here you go.
Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept.
I want Scottish KFC and I want it now.
Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating.
For years I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken.
Fried chicken?
By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors.
You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can.
But that's all I'll say about that.
What? You think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Nah, my dude. Nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, poison. Got 'em. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. Look at her face.
You know. 1 second, guys. Sorry, I'm saving that. What should I call this?
Van do the scan. He scanned with his eyes. Save.
There, great, perfect.
You wait to see what Zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach.
Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender.
You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realises that he is destined for greatness and fame. With cooking skills like this, she wants them all to herself. Oh, please.
Well, Van the man, if you don't want any, I'll take his.
Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Jeez, oh.
I'm just adding these screenshots to my personal collection, don't mind. Van, brain, go, bam, bam.
Perfect.
It's perfect. It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in.
You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Oh, okay. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try and identify every flavour. Savour the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart, or swim towards the light.
Yes.
Sure.
Swim towards the light.
Somewhere, up ahead, a bright light beckons you. The flavours are so intense you become wrapped up in them. Unable to resist, you reach towards the light. It grabs your hand and pulls you closer. Closer. Until your fingertip connects with the end of everything. You are forever lost in the land of tender fried chicken bliss. Your mind dissolves. There is no sandwich now. There is only herbs and spices. Though Miriam tries to revive you, she cannot. Game over.
I didn't realize there were bad ends.
Is that really a bad end if you're just in chickeny bliss for the rest of your existence?
Nah, but I mean, I didn't realize there were other endings besides the ending. Okay, Alright, we're getting there.
I just saw the cat like army crawl across the fucking balcony to her letterbox. She was like belly against the girl, like. There's people out there making a lot of noise. She's probably scared, but like it was the way she was army crawling across the ground. Should I go try let her in?
Sure. Look at how productive we're being.
Yeah.
Which one we're gonna do real quick.
Savor the moment.
The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy. Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man, for a flavor, are they the same?
I know, baby.
After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders.
Baby.
Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops doing what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken?
Drugs.
How bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that'll make me my fortune. Make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal.
Simple.
It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. His fucking face.
He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. He looks unimpressed.
Alright, we got a funny name for this.
No.
Perfect. See, could you imagine if they released something like this, didn't fucking say anything about it, and if you managed to perfectly woo him at the end, you actually got the recipe?
Imagine.
Imagine.
Imagine that.
You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got moxie, I'll give you that.
Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers.
Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use... Well...
Oh, we're not loading up. Whoop! Wow, you'd never guess that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad.
Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. Sounds like you have some big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that.
Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him.
Neg him!
Neg him! Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up, or be modest but thoughtful.
Neg him.
No.
No?
I don't want to neg him.
Oh. Okay, fine. What do you want to do?
Modest but thoughtful. We don't neg people in this household.
Why?
Because it's not right.
I should tell you that I've got no idea what that word means.
It's when you insult someone but you mask it as a compliment so that they don't know how to take it and it wounds their self-esteem.
Oh.
It's a narcissistic manipulation type thing.
See, that would be why I don't know the word for it. I mean, I've been around it my entire life, but I don't know the word for it because, according to Claire,
it never happened. He never did anything to you. Okay.
Mother!
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 What the fuck was that?
Mother! Sandwich. What? Making me get off my ass again.
Well,
Okay.
I just wanted to tell you I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery. It was perfect. I appreciate the compliment. Sandwich!
Sandwich!
I'm sure you'll be a big success.
Okay, shush. Everyone silence. We have... I have an important announcement.
Dr. Pepper, please sponsor us.
Yes, that was a Dr. Pepper.
I don't even want payment, okay? Listen, I will be the cheapest person you've ever sponsored because all I ask is for Dr. Pepper. No payment, no recognition, just Dr. Pepper.
Just Pepper. Yeah.
Just Dr. Pepper.
My announcement has an update. Oh.
That one didn't snap quite as nice. You didn't hear
Leave
the fizzies
me and my
afterwards.
peepus alone.
We didn't hear the fizzies.
Leave me and my peepus alone.
Why did you not fizzy?
Anyway.
I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you.
Gay.
We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon.
So. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place! It's magnificent! Finally we get to show our stuff. Oh wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff! Oh, what if I totally blow
Please
it?
don't show your stuff.
Don't show your stuff.
We're not gonna blow anything except maybe kisses to the crowds of fans you're gonna earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations.
Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. Da, 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 da.
I love how he gets your coach voice.
I know.
It's like you only have one type of voice for teachers.
Yeah, I have one voice for everyone.
One voice for teachers.
For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sandals.
Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is, me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Sure, sandwich. I'll prepare our station.
Sandwich. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice.
Hello, new partner. Beep, boop, bzzz.
Oh my, two potential partners? I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner?
Well, she was calling him cute, so I think we should just put her with Clank.
Yeah, Clank.
Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay. I already ate.
It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth.
Warp, warp, warp.
Warp, warp, warp. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know what the assignment is yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Tissue? I hardly know you. Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection.
Looks like you two will be fine.
Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two. For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sandals?
This one here.
Yeah. Mashed tatties. Tatties.
I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, and comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes and gravy. I couldn't imagine one without the other.
Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away.
I'll go get the potatoes. No, please. Let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are gonna get pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your damn business.
Keep your fucking nose out of things that will fucking concern you, Ashley.
Sanders' heart is my business. And you better keep your fingers off my fucking man.
Nah. Did someone call for me?
Nah, man, you're being cocked.
You're being cocked, man. He's got fucking tears running down his face.
Ah, no, jeez, Van. When I'm over here crushing on Sandwich's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the fucking deal. Don't you remember?
Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends.
Oh, howdy
music.
there, Ashley and Van.
Ashley.
Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no, it looked like Sandwich was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is, these young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring.
I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you'll be able to get up to my level. Ha! Doubt it.
Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But, Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense.
Nothing about this makes any sense. But one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Yeah.
I'm here to learn and express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with a prima donna. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's respect the format, okay?
You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page.
I chose Colonel Sanders and Colonel Sanders chose me, isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Sandwich as my partner for this activity and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Sandwich's natural talent nor their loyalty.
Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realise, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavour. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well, while your attention was elsewhere.
I know just what to do.
Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. What is wrong with you?
I'm so hungry.
You scared the shit out of me. It's like, what happened?
I'm hungry. They're describing this food board and I'm hungry.
I'm sorry. I don't know what you want me to do.
I want you to just make some mashed potatoes, shape them like a little dick, and pour the gravy on it.
But we don't have gravy. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. That does look tasty.
That looks really tasty.
What is it with anime food and being fucking delicious looking? It has no fucking right.
Oh, hey, look, anime food.
Colonel Sanders holds out a spork to you. You reach out and grab a hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still.
If you love something, set it free.
Together you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Aislet with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sandals.
Oh, how that eye's blinking.
Wink. Oh, blink, blink, I see.
Blink, blink.
And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Aislet's stupid, beautiful face. No, sandwich, no!
Van, do something, do something!
Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realises that it is delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on, right there, Sandwich. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sandals, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands.
Can I have potato face?
Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, plated on a battle axe forged by my supreme chef ancestors.
I'd buy the meal just for the battle axe.
Yeah. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate.
Right off the battle axe, you mean?
Right off the battle axe, yeah. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process.
You think?
The results could be toxic.
You think?
Just, Too late. It has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good.
It killed him!
Everyone step back! Don't take another bite! When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, and then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self.
Oopsie. Tastes like poison.
The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They're as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here? Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all of his nonsense, Colonel Sandals approaches you.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. No. Sorry, I clicked out of the game.
What? Like for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sandals out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark, and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sandals stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly.
Those mashed potatoes you made in class today, before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of
This
my...
is sandwich.
Oh, right. Sorry. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize what I was making. They were amazing.
Amazing.
Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. No! Stop it! I keep clicking out of the game.
You changed the screen.
Oh. There we go. I keep clicking out of the game. What's wrong with me?
What's wrong with it? Colonel Sanders is getting choked up.
I'm too attracted to Colonel Sanders.
You can't help yourself, you're just a mess. Cooking is obviously important to him, in a way that you find inspiring. Boop! A tear, the baby. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him.
Colonel Sanders? Yes. Sandwich? There's something I need to tell you.
Hold it right there.
No.
There's something I need to tell you first.
Oh, fuck's sake. I could sense that's where you're going, so.
Yeah. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen.
Stop fucking sucking then. Cook your food properly, all the way through. Stop killing people.
Stop making poison. And every day since, I have been working towards that dream. Day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also, lifting a lot of weights. Like, so many weights.
We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star.
I know. You... Shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story.
Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy, or...
You can't prove that.
I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name?
Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero.
The Spork Monster is here to fight a hero.
I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds.
How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level.
Be afraid. Be very afraid of me, because I am a monster. See?
Is he rhyming on purpose, or is it just a coincidence?
But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? Attack. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with Love does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. You decide to go on the attack. It worked last time, right? Cook with Love does 1 damage. Spork Monster won't forget this. Spork Monster is really feeling threatened by your attack. Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond?
I don't know.
I
I don't know.
You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation. You hold your head between your hands and mutter, "This is not happening, this is not happening, this is not happening, this is not happening." Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on the attack once again. Fucking hell. Spork Monster uses the utility cell. You take 2 damage. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. You decide to go on the attack. Cook with Love. Cook with Love does 1 damage. Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who's going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack. Rounded Edge.
Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here.
Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens.
Pot pie power pinch!
Pot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. He looks so sad.
You saved me.
An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realise that he is still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves pity, not your wrath.
Begone, beast, and don't you dare come up for a follow-up encounter tomorrow.
I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back, like you said.
The spark monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection it is so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko.
Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar.
Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz,
I'm not expecting company. We are gonna go for a quick break, guys. Sorry, I've got someone at the door.
not knock on the door.
So we will be RB.
Brub. I wasn't telling you.
Hello, welcome back.
Hello.
Spirit was having a minute. Somebody knocked at the door, and I knew it was only seconds before the barking started, and I wanted to spare you guys all that, so I went and answered the door. Had to basically prime off the delivery man.
Bark, bark.
He was barking and going, and throwing a right tantrum. I'm like, but it's your desk.
Oh,
And
whoa,
he's like,
whoa.
what?
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa,
I'm like, it's your desk. Don't be mad at the delivery guy. The delivery guy has come to our house. I am angry. No, don't be angry. It's your desk.
He is at our front door. Whoa.
So, the way it currently stands, depending on what kind of game we're playing, we're either playing on the TV that's in front of us, or we're playing on this like desk that's in front of us. Our streaming space is such a fucking mess. Just be glad you can only see this side of it.
Yeah.
But he's been using a little end table that's meant to go on the side of the couch instead of using a proper desk.
Mm-hmm.
And he finally got a desk.
I have a desk.
And he will have a chair tomorrow.
Yeah.
So the chair isn't for streams. It's to, when he's using the desk beside streams, but it will still be nice.
Yes.
And it's a spinny chair. It goes spin.
Woo.
All right, here we go.
Spinny. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realise that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He's in my bedroom. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy.
What a guy.
You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly.
I want to be his guy. His GUI.
Oh.
Good night, my colonel.
In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird.
Yeah, they really are.
You awake on day 2. Honksy. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he trusts you so much.
Doesn't trust me enough to actually tell me.
Moop is a great ingredient. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clank.
Like him? Like you want to fuck him? Or...
I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. Like want to fuck like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school?
No, but that does make complete sense.
Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible that he... What? And was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade.
What?
What? I am confused.
I'm thinking something maybe got lost in the pressure cooker language translation.
Okay.
Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy. Like I am with Colonel Sanders. Oh, I have arrived.
You have arrived. You and Colonel Sanders? The coolest guy in school? The most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning? You're a thing now?
We definitely connected yesterday.
Connected. Wank.
They had a dick so far up my ass.
Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you? I guess. Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real.
Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients?
Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient?
Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here?
Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering.
The fuck does this have to do with anything, Miriam?
This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favour, I could have some of my own. Did you fuck a guy for fucking spices?
Please, Miriam, don't tell me you fucked him.
So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavour was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. She put fucking coke in her food.
Maybe that's why she acts the way she does. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here.
Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch. You know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about the new spices.
Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt I'd be much use to anyone.
Please, please, please. It would mean the world to me. No one is to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders.
No, just keep putting coke in your food. It seems to be doing you wonders.
What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? You quickly think of a fake ingredient name.
It was Eye of Newt. I know it sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do?
Eye of Newt? Wow. Her eyes light up, imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in, cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school.
The baby!
The baby! You decide that the best way to show Miriam how serious you and Colonel Sanders are would be to run to him. Surely he'll sweep you up onto the back of his stallion and you'll ride away together. That'll show her good.
Oh, Colonel, my Colonel.
However, your sudden movement surprised the horse and it reels up, kicking you directly in the face. The force of the blow completely knocks you out cold. In the darkness, you see a vision. Oh, Samich, I am here to deliver you a message. Not this guy. It is important that you remember this exactly as I say it. If you forget, the world could end, so you know it's serious. I have been trapped in a realm beyond, but a great prophecy relies on my return. Only you can save me. All you need to do is repeat my name 3 times.
And the fuck is your name?
And that name is... But before you can continue, you're suddenly awake. Oh, jeez. You awake to find Colonel Sanders tending to you.
Pineapple, 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 pineapple.
Pineapple, 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 pineapple.
Okay.
You good?
Yeah.
He roused you back to life with a satchel of secret spices. Or is that just his natural seasoned musk? Maybe he shouldn't be riding a horse to school, and maybe you shouldn't be running up to animals you don't know. It's hard to say who was in the wrong here.
I'm in the wrong very much because, see, actually the high school I went to, it was quite commonplace for people to ride their horses to school. I always felt really bad when people did because there wasn't a place to keep them.
I see. But one thing is for sure, that Colonel Sanders is pretty dreamy.
That horse has beautiful shoes. I could really feel how smooth and sturdy they were when they were pressing into my face. That's nice to hear. No one truly appreciates good craftsmanship anymore.
And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your 2 rivals, Ashlet and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting receipts, bad. Experimenting with restricted ingredients, bad. Summoning a demon, bad. Tut. People trying to summon you.
I hate it when people summon me and I'm like in the shower or something and I just show up fucking naked and dripping like, what?
Like, I am busy. Can you not summon someone else?
Yeah, I'm like, for real. Do you know who I am? I was in a bubble bath just now. You fucking bastard. You're lucky I don't just curse you on the spot. I will curse you that you always lose your left sock. Not the left sock in the pair, but every time you go to put a sock on your left foot, you can't remember where it is. You will never have a sock again.
Never again.
Never again.
Never.
This is why you do not summon me out of the shower or out of the bath. Or when I'm having a particularly good dream. Just fucking stop. Stop. Please.
Please. You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. You immediately dress the rivals down for their immature behaviour.
Culinary school is to be respected. This kind of nonsense is a waste of everybody's time.
Now you've upset them.
Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the fucking rules.
I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you.
Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache.
And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil.
Are these monsters gonna be their fucking fault?
Probably. You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding, and you instantly recognise it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the sport monster.
That's the same book I found last night in the quad.
Excellent.
Immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back.
I don't know what you're talking about. This book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret.
You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth.
We're playing.
Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class.
Beep, beep.
Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of balls!
You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such fucking language. Not even from a stand mixer.
No, your mother was a stand mixer. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room, as he deserves.
Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them.
Aislet's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right?
Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? You've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with that business plan.
Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologise for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. Rub his belly. Sprinkle stops on his track and sniffs the air around you. Something has him in a trance. It's the scent left on you from Colonel Sanders. Sprinkles jumps on you and licks your face.
Down, boy. Down. Austin hopping.
That command shouted by Colonel Sanders has snapped Sprinkles out of his trance. I wonder what's up with that. Sorry, I got a little carried away. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favourite fowl, the chicken! You want to pay attention to the lesson, truly, you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, sandwich? Naturally, this appeals to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? Because of the shape it's baked in, you assume the dog biscuit is a treat made by Sprinkles. An example of his own culinary talents, perhaps. You reach out for it when... Sprinkles jumps up and bites you on your cooking apron. What kind of monster would steal a dog's favourite biscuit? Your apron is left in tatters. The entire class looks on in horror as you fall unconscious from the embarrassment. Is this the end? You fade into darkness, but something is there. The Spark Monster?
Borko, what are you doing here?
It is not your time, my friend. Your act of kindness has not been forgotten.
You watch as your apron magically repairs itself. You won't have to live in embarrassment anymore.
Thank you, my friend, wherever you are.
Shimmering pepper. A brightly coloured pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend. Oh. This guy again. I'm here to give you an important message. Oh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is...
I'm sorry, I think I've still got some spice stuck in my throat.
It's fine, I'll work through to fulfill the prophecy. You must... You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh man. You come to and find that everyone is staring at you.
I don't think you're supposed to almost die as much as we are.
No, probably not. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, jeez, I should pay attention next time.
Gee, I should pay better attention.
We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you. Someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared
via timed competitive cook-off.
The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts.
Alright, you pick.
Come on, stop wasting everybody's time.
Is everything a competition with you two?
Yes.
Yes. Well, not with me. I'm on a personal journey to learn, to love, to learn to love. Sure, why not? But definitely not to constantly fucking battle you.
Yeah. Stop getting your genres crossed. Don't you have some portable monsters to capture or something?
I need to eat if I'm gonna have the energy to sustain my education and pursue my dreams of being a master chef.
How are any of us supposed to get anywhere if we're constantly fending off challenges from every know-it-all with an apron? Besides, I already brought my own lunch. Sandwich, you should have it. It'll give you the energy you need to succeed. Miriam reaches out and presents a gift to you.
Miriam's being so nice to us, and we're just pushing her aside trying to get some dick.
Yeah. My special grilled cheese and tomato soup with chocolate milk to wash it down, and a tartlet for dessert.
But it's tiny.
Because she makes tiny foods.
Yes, I know, but there's only one.
It only takes you about 5 seconds to eat Miriam's tiny food, but it's just what you needed for motivation.
No, I need one like 50 times that size. I need one that's like the size of my apartment. Minus the chalky milk. Chalky milk make me sick.
Chalky milk.
Chalky milk make me sick. Very sick.
No sick. No good.
You know what? I've learned enough for today. Let's battle. But I said no. I
Just
said
as
fucking
things-
no.
No! Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. No, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer! Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready." That's what I'm talking about. Arrgh!
I stand corrected.
If it's a battle you want, it's a battle you'll get. My bestie can best the best of them. Jesus Christ.
Best believe it. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself.
You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day 1, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What temperature does the water boil at?
100°C.
Yeah, that's right, but how would you have even gotten into the school without knowing that? Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices did he say he used? That's right, you might not know all of the ingredients, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavour? Gratitude.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm panicking. I'm like, this is fucking university all over again!
That's right. You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Aishlet is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive.
But I'm going fucking fast.
When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time to harness that energy, so where does it come from? That's right! This is your shot and you're not gonna miss it. Oh! You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What's the sound of success? Sizzle. Wrong! Why? Don't make me get the spray bottle!
I think it was silence.
Oh. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye.
I believe in you, sandwich. So I think it's silence, and I think the reason why is if it's silent, it means everybody's eating.
Okay.
And so they are impressed with your cooking, and they're not making noise. I think that's the explanation.
Okay.
It's been a while since I've seen that particular KFC ad.
I don't think I've seen that one at all. He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome. Except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sandals. How many spoonfuls of gravy would it take to fill a traditional Victorian bath? What? I didn't even finish the fucking question. I don't even know what the question was.
I didn't click anything. It just timed out.
Oh.
It's intended behavior.
Ugh. You're stranded on a desert island with only one desert cookbook. What do you take? What a hunk!
I know, right?
You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Sorry, I forgot the question. What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? You're really struggling to keep up. And the next station over, Aishlet has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colourful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Oh, yikes. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilised in the kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Sandwich does. And a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed.
There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get that far by going the easy way.
When you hear everyone talking, you realise how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Sandwich, no! But you're not fast enough, and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quick spinning beetles. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match.
That's always been a fear of mine.
Yeah, me too. Colonel Sandals shakes his head in shame.
What you often find is the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult.
Everyone stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over.
It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish.
Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on.
Aw, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default.
No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Sandwich's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared.
Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. Fucking disgusting, not real chocolate, boo.
Boo.
I was gonna ask Sandwich to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand.
Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within.
Inside, you'll find delicate fried cheese croquette, atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée.
Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he's dipped his finger into the chocolate sauce.
Well, simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you.
As he places the sauce-covered finger onto his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his moustache.
Internalize the rage.
Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flame causes your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash. And they fall off of your face, which means that people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever. He is horrified. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone.
Alright, one second. What is it?
We need to screenshot that face.
Yeah.
No.
Alright, what in the Kentucky Fried Fuck? There we go.
Yeah, perfect. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. He won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly.
I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well then, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. I didn't know. People can see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together. Which is true now, but it hasn't always been.
Sounds like this guy could really use a hug.
I resolved then that I was gonna amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give.
As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion.
One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be fucking proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that'll bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Woohoo!
Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spark Monster!
Borko?
It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore. But I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like always having to look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right?
Aw, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode.
I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see.
I don't believe it. You were human once?
Well, no. I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student. Until one day, some mean kids with a magic spell book cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed.
A magic spellbook.
Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and I shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there.
It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Sandwich! Together I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss it.
Discuss? A personal invite? You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out.
Ow.
Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. Still got the fucking beard.
It looks like you live an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, and never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there's something, it's just a side dish I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavor and texture. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. If they show mac and cheese, I'm gonna fucking die.
Mac and cheese. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing.
They have amazing mac and cheese, and I will fucking die if that's what it is. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps?
Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day.
I present to you my original coleslaw. Oh great, I'm not interested because I don't like coleslaw.
I am interested. Oh, that looks tasty. Mim, 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 mim. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Luxe hideaway.
Magnificent!
Together, you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl.
Blech.
Yum, yum, yum.
Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so I can admire its taste later and think back upon this moment.
You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy.
Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment.
You realise that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Sniff, sniff. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then, the ghost of student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death?
Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why the fuck would I avenge you?
I could just tell you my name right now. It's...
Can't you see I'm in the middle of something?
You open the window a crack and the ghost of student is swept out with a breeze. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel.
I don't know. I feel like this is being invasive. I don't know. What do we want to click on?
The urn.
The urn, yes.
You take a closer look at the large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures."
poor guy.
This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? And then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens and inside you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? I love that. The big chicken. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realise it isn't just realistic, it's real.
Taxidermy. Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive.
A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Oh. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Oh my god. Upon further inspection, you realise that the hair therein isn't just silvery in colour, it's actually made of spun silver. A scented candle. You pick it up to try and identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of 69? No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's boop! An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and moustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. Chicken. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded, am I right? The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is where he discovered one of those secret herbs and spices. One in the framed photo shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them.
No, they
I'm
don't.
not fucking in. Lies.
Lies.
You look closely and see that there's a short inscription.
I wonder who my friend Pete is.
The door. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. Oh my god. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they mean? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on and wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks why you're wearing his jacket.
I don't usually loan those out, but I must say it looks mighty good on you.
Oh, fuck the jacket. You forgot to take it off. Whoa, this isn't that kind of game. Not that we blame you for trying. But still, game over. Damn. We just want the gravy!
We want his gravy!
Give us the gravy!
What do you mean you're jumping all the way back fucking here?
All the way back here? No! This is a crime.
Alright, come on.
Bing, bing, bing. Tell the truth. You confess.
I think I've developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams.
My dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door.
My dreams.
My dreams. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself.
Colonel? Yes. Sandwich!
Sandwich.
I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow.
You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life.
Final day.
Final day. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. Whoop! In some jurisdictions, whoop isn't even legal. But if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? How would they know?
They're gonna know.
How would they know?
They're gonna know.
Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sandals emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it.
Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up.
It's meticulous. Looks tasty. You taste Colonel Sandals' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question.
I would be appreciative for the food, but I'd be like, fried foods first thing in the morning. Don't you know about my horrible acid reflux? It's like, you are asking me to die. You are telling me to simply perish.
To simply pass away.
To wither away.
Mm-hmm.
So, would you say that we're the perfect match?
How presumptuous.
My cuisine and your taste buds, that is.
Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery?
You know, I think we might just make a great team.
A single tear begins to pull on the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window.
And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail.
Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out of the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been?
Because
I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you.
It's okay, I was just...
But now that it turns out you're fine, I can get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Are you okay?
Is this what I fucking sound like?
Stop!
Is this what I fucking sound like? Oh my god, this is awful. I hate this.
You're looking in a mirror and you're not happy with it.
I'm never happy when I look in a mirror. True life. No, listen, it isn't even for any, like...
Him slamming the desk broke his fucking neck. Oh my god.
Sorry, I was enraged, okay?
You're just like, is this me?
I am not happy. Okay, I'm sorry, I slammed the desk. Desk, are you okay? The desk says I can go fuck myself, okay? No, but like... It's not even that I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh no, I dislike... I'm just like, dude, take away these tits.
Take away the booba.
I don't want the booba. Give them to a trans girl in need. She needs them more.
Woo! Yeah.
It's like I even have friends who would be ideal candidates. It's just like, take them.
Yeah.
They are wonky and they are weird.
They can have mine as well if they want. have double booba.
No, I want to take the skin and stuff it with the silicone and have it as a stress ball.
You want my boobs as a stress ball? Okay. That's fine. I can imagine if after a while it probably wouldn't smell very nice, but sure, go ahead.
I mean, I'm sure we could just taxidermy it, right? Taxidermy your tits.
It's like we're going for it. I go in to get the surgery, and they're like, "So what do you want to happen? Can I get them taxidermied?" What? My partner wants them as a stress ball. So like, can we just take these and go and get them taxidermied?
I get pulled off to a fucking institution.
They're like, "You need institutionalized.
They're
you
like,
are a danger to humanity."
They're like, "This is some Buffalo Bill bullshit." And I'm like, what?
What?
I was like, not it. First of all, I'm not cisgender. It's like, do you have any other proof that you're not Buffalo Bill? Well, no.
No.
But I'm not cis. Couldn't even be me. I mean, despite what I thought when I watched that movie, the internet seems to fucking unanimously agree that he's cis, so...
Oh.
I don't think so.
No.
But the internet says he is. So therefore, that's my proof.
Okay. I'm losing my... Oh.
Dropping everything everywhere.
I caught it with my thighs, it's fine.
This is why you need a desk.
Yeah. Anyway. Next one, please.
No.
Please.
No. Sure, but...
You will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date!
Miriam, shut up. I think I can believe that.
Since I'd been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course I told him you'd better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me, so I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control.
Did she just say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker?
Oh shit, I didn't realise that was my line. And now I'm not really sure where we stand.
It's okay. I didn't realise it wasn't mine.
You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear.
And I went on a date too. Back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. We didn't fuck, but still.
You what?!
Nothing happened, but the emotional connection was... wow.
Miriam told you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right.
I don't want to be right.
After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways.
Can we just add him to the relationship and he can be in charge of all the cleaning and all the cooking and that's him.
When you arrive at school, you
maybe some of the sex.
Okay. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. Moving on!
You were like, oh my god, he's keeping it clean. No.
You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact.
Because he's fucking 4.
Because, he's Pop.
What's this swirly? It sounds delicious.
Oh, it's great. I'll order you one up right away.
I'm pretty sure that's child abuse.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat.
It's a boy and a store.
A boy and a store.
And you can get your swirly dipped, too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Instead of a fucking child, you fucking creeps.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school?
Well, then don't limit yourself to the school. That sounds like you're creating your own problems.
Yeah.
There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? Except for fucking Sandwich, who just nose-dove into its hoof yesterday.
You've got some nerve, Sandwich, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse.
Hey, now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it.
You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain.
How can he clench his fist? His hand is fucking mangled. And he didn't go to a doctor either.
No.
He just had some KFC.
You just had some KFC, yeah.
Did you know if you break bones, you can have KFC and it'll cure your broken bones? Disclaimer. KFC will not fix your bones. Maybe go get some help.
Will not fuse your bones back together.
Maybe get some help.
Yeah. It doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up.
The fucking texture right here looks fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't imagine having that against my leg. It would piss me off too much.
Yeah.
I'll never give up. Ever.
Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on.
Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Sandwich, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard, and I almost broke my entire fucking hand going at it after school, so... Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive.
What is he doing complimenting her?
But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Excuse me, Sandwich. I'm more than capable enough of speaking for myself. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk to class, Colonel? I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Sandwich.
Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who, she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spellbook you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa! That's that book? It looks like bad news.
It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in magic stuff.
A grimoire? Like,
even after seeing the fucking spork monster, though.
Yeah, even after seeing the spork monster.
Yeah, sorry,
man,
I didn't
bro.
mean to interrupt you.
A grimoire? Looks like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it went really powerful?
I can think of one surefire way to find out.
You open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency. It says around the edges of the page.
I could use a spell here that says it'll erase anyone I choose from all my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus on the final exam.
That is way too drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger. Okay, fine. It is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. No. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room waiting for the students to arrive. He quills his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know that I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. Probably not the homework. Sprinkle stops in his tracks. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terence! I told you to never come back here, Terence! I will destroy you, Terence! Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off of his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terence? You better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again!
And this was Spirit at the door when the delivery man was bringing his parcel. Delivery man's just trying to do his fucking job.
And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa! After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terence, but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. I apologise for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Sandwich, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see. But before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted. I told you to save it for after class! You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. But no! You had to show off to your cool kid friends Jeff and Joan. J&J forever! Watch us form a triangle in my dear as we descend! Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Yeah, well that doesn't make it a great date. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care.
Beep.
Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. Clank burps out a completely deep fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from.
In terms of deep friend?
Uh-huh.
Deep friend footwear, I guess it looks okay.
Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam, TM. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk.
Hey, Miriam, are you okay?
Okay. I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How can you embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy.
I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City.
Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not gonna saddle up on Colonel Sandal's stallion and ride off into the sunset without me?
Of course not. Well, maybe. But I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest in you anyhow.
What? What?
I'm having vivid flashbacks of times I said almost the exact thing and you're like, but they're giving me positive attention. You're like, but. It's like, no. Me sitting there, can I share? So, before we were a thing, I was sitting there fucking crushing on him so hard. And he was kind of going after these people who were treating him kind of dog shit. And I was sitting there like, I want to tell him, but I'm afraid. I don't want to ruin the friendship. And we're so far away, and like, maybe I'll just eventually get there and we can date then and it'll be fine. And so I would try and help him through like relationship stuff. And it was always the same thing. It's like, they treated me kind of nice for 5 seconds. I owe them my life. It's like, no! They treat you nice for 5 seconds. Doesn't mean that you get to sit there while they treat you crap for the next 3 months. You deserve to be special. Treated special. And that goes for all of you. If you guys are in a relationship where you're not being treated well, maybe reevaluate and make sure you get what you deserve, because no one deserves to be treated like absolute shit.
No. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup.
Don't you say soup.
The trauma from last night.
Yeah. I tried to get soup and I couldn't.
No.
No soup.
No soup. This is your line.
Oh! And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up.
Fucking. Well, you were pep talking Miriam. You completely missed lunch.
But that's okay.
Fuck off! Because you had a better idea of how to spend time before your exam.
Me making forgetting my line, your problem.
You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent.
I am petting him, and he is distracted.
And a chance to beat the pants off of Van Van, the supposed man and his eviler counterpart, Ashley.
With your hair tousled like that, you look like every fucking trans preteen on the planet. Trans boy, trans girl, does not matter. All of them. All of them.
As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of the recipe you've been working on, Sandwich's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sandals.
Fuck's sake.
Small.
Sandwich, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, you know, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory.
The pot pie has begun to bake and the smell is slowly filling the space around you.
Visualizing, That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious.
You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sandals get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Face up.
Oh, okay. You got me. I'm doing a little bit more than just visualizing. I know. My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards.
That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man.
You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with all butter crust. Oh. and my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Ha, no. I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. Tender loving cock. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out.
The moment of truth. Whip, whip.
Wow. This is the best pot pie I have ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day.
There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules.
Sprinkles lay down.
Sprinkles lay down. There are no rules except that is to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime.
You'd think he'd make a rule about not wasting other students, considering what happened last time.
No.
No! 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 No!
You called it.
I knew it was in the game somewhere.
You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that will push you over the edge to victory. No.
No!
Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big going small. Colonel Sandal seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe, fried chicken.
You forgot the trademark. Or technically it's registered, registered what? It's a copyright thing, that's all I know.
Yeah. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sandals battles his chicken as it levitates through the air.
A gouache?
Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty bitty pot of broth. Best friend Butter Blaster! Oh my god. Van flexes his pectorals as he chops up a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid! Ashley scoops her pastries off of the tray with lightning speed.
Color personality spatula!
Even Clank gets in on it.
5 dial pressure point chicken cooking technique.
Wait, when does Clank learn to speak English?
It's the singularity, as was foretold.
We mustn't let it happen or the appliance uprising will take us all.
Self-destruct.
Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out of the back door of the arena.
Wait, if he needs to be plugged in, how did he roll to school?
Fuck knows. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has a spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide?
Does he charge a little power brick like I've got and get himself there and just hope he makes it?
Hope she makes it in time, yeah. You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it is almost certainly evil magic? Don't do it the easy way. Doing it the easy way is the worst. Do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you've got passion?
I was wondering if you wanted to see the disaster or not.
No.
I'm gonna do it the hard way!
Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. Ooh!
I believe in you, Sandwich.
Oh. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Sandwich, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you.
Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking?
Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you.
Oh, that's sweet, but...
Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient! However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world should she get Eye of Newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I,
Steve! The spork monster! Steve!
Steve? Wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you?
We spork monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out?
I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind?
Steve the spork monster notices that you've got the grimoire stash beneath your cooking station.
He's crying.
He's crying, poor Steve.
I see what you're up to. Crisscrossed some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh?
You guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water?
I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country.
You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there.
Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on the competition.
I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up...
You toss a serious stare at Steve and he takes the hint.
Never mind. I'll tell you later. Good luck.
Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Give up and drop out. Summon extra power from deep down within yourself.
I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win.
Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body.
My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for...
Yes, Summit. You are the chosen one. You will avenge me.
Shut the fuck up.
The power you'd been summoning immediately fades back out.
You interrupted my inspiring monologue. You see what you fucking did?
Sorry.
My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery.
You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. Your cock. You know that with this power you can do anything. Except turn back time. Which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Sandwich. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support.
I've been watching you today, and I must say I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches.
He steps up over to your station and stands right beside you.
I'm here to help.
All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and the time is almost up, so you're gonna need it.
But, Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What'll happen to you? What about the rules?
Following the... Oh, shit.
Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart.
My
And right now, my heart is gay for you.
What a guy.
What a GUI.
Whoa.
Oh.
Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on.
And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. I'm not going to be ready to see this. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union?
Time's up, students!
I'm not ready.
With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off screen, you hear a pure innocent giggle that can only come from one student.
I'm flying. Sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there.
Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop, hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now!
Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this?
When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? Oh, shit.
I thought a wedgie was a salad.
I'm having problems. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything.
I can't feel my legs. May I be excused?
Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature... whir, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged. I guess we'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Five.
Oh, it's 4 because me and Colonel Sanders have teamed up, right?
That would still be 5 students, though. 4 projects, 5 students. Yes, it has been a long semester.
I am confused.
Yeah, because there's Colonel Sanders, us,
Yeah, the
Miriam,
2 bitches,
Van
and Miriam.
Van, and Ashley. 5. Wow. 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish.
I've made tender udon noodles and a savoury soup.
My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Narutomaki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl?
Yes, chef.
Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name.
So what is it? Professor Dog or Sprinkles?
Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself.
Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine. I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a
Floss or
flash,
not, it doesn't change the fact he probably licks his own nutsack.
probably. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug.
Thank you so much for helping me to believe in myself.
Van Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard in an axe. Hoon?
Hyun.
What?
Hyun.
Hoon. Urchin shell topped with caviar.
It
That
just means-
sounds like shit.
It just means it was cut with an axe.
Ice the least. Okay. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different coloured type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles! A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it! A bit much is kinda my brand. Doesn't it look cool?
No, Brian.
My brand! Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded.
Ow! My tongue!
The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting.
I can't eat this. Egg is poking my tongue. Disqualified.
A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of fucking needles could make it difficult to eat?
Dejected, Van Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified? For glamour?
Don't discount simplicity.
This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know. Yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk, get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student! Ashley! Time to step up. Now describe your dish.
I made orange blossom Turkish delight on a light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. That is actually really fucking pretty.
That actually doesn't sound too bad.
Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's fragile and is meant to be display only. Don't eat the food at a fucking cooking school. Got toast in your ears or something, Sandwich? I told you, it's a display piece.
I forgot that we had named the characters. I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school.
Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize we were having a fucking eating exam. Like, fuck's sake. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to College of Eating, School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral.
If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up.
You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you, you fucking freak.
And with that, Ashley has stormed off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone.
This isn't the last you've heard of me, either.
If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together.
Yeah, I think it was counting us as one student.
2 chefs? But he didn't fucking know, so that's why I'm confused. Sandwich. Wakey sandwich.
What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else.
He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl.
I want it. I fucking want it. Honor. Keep it. Keep it, please. I desire. Are you quite done with me?
Getting there.
I'm sorry. I will behave.
It's okay. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers round and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that even Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how can they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment, to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. What? Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cosy. DJ Dog is in the house! Oh, oh, oh! You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks?
He's not old, he's only 49.
Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I must leave.
Yeah, Spirit can't be here anymore.
I'm not here. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone's together. It's the Spark Monster! He is totally mellowed out.
Everyone! The Spark Monster is no more! From here on out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster!
Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up in talking to Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. Oh. Did anything break?
So far, nothing is yet.
I think my heart just fell out my ass.
Nothing moved over here, what the fuck?
Is there a ghost upset with us? Oh my god. My heart fucking leapt.
Everything looks fine. A couple of bowls have chips on them now. These 2 bowls are chips and this one has a chip, but they're not broken. Anyway.
No one has moved anything over there in fucking hours.
Anyway, yeah, random dishes fell in the kitchen, and no one's been in there, not even the cat. And the air conditioning is not... I don't even think the air conditioning's blowing. No?
It's blowing, but it's very, very faint.
Even so, the fucking register's over there, blowing that way.
Yeah.
It's not even blowing in that direction. Sorry, I will stop checking out your ass.
I'm in pain.
It's okay, we've just got a little bit more to go.
It's Pop. He arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reasons. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat.
A crown?
Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma. So we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do. For the school's dean.
Oh, now I get it.
And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honour of educating the son of the Chancellor of such and such. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance.
Now that I have graduated, I can't reveal my truth.
Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing.
What were you pointing at?
I got really into the voice line.
Oh, okay, sorry. I was like, what? What?
What?
I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension.
What?
What?
I actually feel like I knew it this whole time.
Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me?
I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I've just begun to learn who I really am. And this isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she's managed to surpass you in that regard.
I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird.
A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives.
Howdy, classmates.
Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough just to give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal.
No!
Oh, tasty.
At least it's not the mac and cheese again.
Yeah.
I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken.
The end? No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on the delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor.
Sandwich, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities you'd expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It is truly my lucky day. Would you care to dance with me? Yes, I'd love to.
As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you.
And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'd be so glad to spend it together with you, Sandwich. How sweet, we'll be working and playing together.
Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks.
Work together. Well, I think this is something I'll need to do by myself. But who will help you in running your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is your best path forward?
Oof. Could it be? You found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur?
I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. Oh, my dear Sandwich. I'm sure that you'll find your place. Eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side.
The end.
We told you guys it's officially licensed.
Officially licensed.
So, what did you think?
That was great.
I played that back when it first came out, and I was like, you need to play it with me at some point. But, like, I want to see your face as you play it. Which is why I never recommended it. I was like, no, one day. Well, this has been a great stream.
Yes.
A mighty fine stream, I might say. But I need to be taking my leave so I can put together his desk.
My desk.
And possibly have some macaroni and cheese.
Macaroni and cheese. Okay.
So, keep it creepy. Keep it weird. And most importantly, stay queer. We will see you on Wednesday for more Amori.
Yes.
Good night, everyone.
Bye bye. Ow.